discount math. So depending on how you actually calculate your discounts, there is a lot of revenue to gain. What's up, everybody? So I just finished an email to a company I'm working with. They're doing maybe 10, 15 million of ARR on an enterprise solution that has to do with people flow. So they put up some sensors, and the sensors measures how some people moves around, and then the customer is the person who owns the building in the area. Okay, let's say a sensor was whatever, $1,000 per sensor per year. And then let's say that the structural discount, the volume discount that this client was getting was 20%. So $1,000 go to 800. Okay. Now they also wanted to give a 50% sales discount, which is really high, but never mind. Just follow the math here. So now you have two options to say, well, what is the final amount now? Is it 20% plus 50%? That is 70% discount. So a 70% discount on $1,000 is $300. Or is it a 20% discount calculated first, $800, and then you take a 50% discount of that. So now you have $400. So if you add the discounts together, the final invoiced amount to the client is $300. If you multiply and sort of do them sequentially, you get $400, which is a 33% revenue increase on the other solution. So what I see a lot of people do is that they just get all the discounts in. Okay, so you're a nonprofit and we have this volume and I'm going to give you a 20% extra discount. And then they just add them together and multiply it on the price. You should not do that. You should multiply each discount on the price one at a time. And then you get the final price. Okay, so this is the first tip. Second, pro tip is that in the communication with the customer, you say, I'm going to give you a 50% discount. In the actual contract material and on the invoice, you remove the percentage and you put in a nominal number. So in this case, $400. I'm going to give you a $400 discount per sensor, equivalent to 50%. Why is this important? Well, what if you raise prices to $2,000? What then? The percentage discount will now increase in proportion to your price increase, but the nominal discount will not. So if you increase your prices 100% over the course of, let's say, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever it is, then nominally given discounts will shrink in proportion to your price increases over time, while discounts that are given as a percentage will just follow along your new prices on a pro rata basis. So by giving your discounts technically in the contract and on the invoice as a nominal amount, $5, $17, 2 cents, $400, whatever it is, you lodge them in at that price point, and then any price increases that you have there is now, let's say, proportionally bigger on those things. That actually also means that from a net dollar retention revenue, if you do discounts like this, and you then raise prices, a 10% list price increase might actually be a 20% actual price increase on your customers because the nominally given discounts aren't following along. So these are the two biggest discount mistakes I see people make. One is that they add discounts up instead of giving them sequentially. And the other is that they then legally put them in as a percentage, which essentially also discounts all future price increases instead of giving the discounts as a nominal number. So these are just small pricing hacks, but they can actually have a meaningful impact on the actual revenue that you get from your customer. And more importantly, without having any psychological friction, right? So if you multiply discounts, the customer still feels that they're getting the 50% that you agreed on in the sales. And then they might say, oh, but I meant it differently. And then you just restart the negotiation, but now from a stronger position. So even if that's the case, you're better off. But most often the customer will simply say, oh yeah, okay, that's what we agreed on, so I'm just going to sign that. And then you get your way of calculating the discounts. And I have yet to see a customer that actually catches the nominal versus percentual discount format in a contract, which even if they do catch it, you can just argue that, well, we agreed that this is the price that you're going to pay, so this is the price you're going to pay, and then we'll let the future be the future. If you don't like the future, you're welcome to churn, right? So still, you're putting yourself, even with these ways, in a good negotiation position, even if you're called on them, but you're likely not going to be, and if you're not going to be, it's really the best way to execute these things.